Hey, Falcon Nation, finishing up our player interviews here at Falcon Football Media Day. Voice of the Falcons, Mike Rickert, here with Keno Arrington. Keno, welcome. I think it's the first time I got a chance to talk to you on camera.
Yes, sir, first time.
I have to ask this question because I'm getting this question a lot, right? And I kind of asked you before, when did your dad come to the game? Because all these Penn State people are driving me out of their mind. Is if your dad, is LeVar coming to a game? Is LeVar coming to a game? I keep trying to explain. He coaches high school football in California. He's going to do his best.
Yes,
but,
sir.
you know, can he remake like a big announcement if your dad's coming to the game? Or does he not want to be bothered with all these crazy Penn State fans in this area?
Like he said, he's busy with his high school stuff, but I think the playoffs, when we make the playoffs, I'm calling our shot high, he's going to be around. So that's what we're going to do, the playoffs.
What influence has he had on your life, especially recently? And a lot of people know a lot of this about you because of the article that was, that was written to you and that was spread throughout, social media. What has he meant? Because you transitioned from being a basketball guy, to a football guy. So how has he helped you with that transition?
He's just overall made me a better person. He's just made me more well-rounded, and he's also another figure I can look up to, that I can ask questions, that I can learn from.
Right.
So he's made me more even-keeled, less stress, all that.
Have you had a chance to watch his old highlights and old film and stuff?
He sat me down to watch them plenty times.
He was a bad man. I am not a Penn State football fan, but he was a bad man.
Yeah, he was okay. He was all right. He was all right.
Do you think your game is molded after his just a little bit? Like, do you have that, LeVar Arrington blood in you, or are you just your own separate different player?
We talk about it all the time. He wants me to be Keno Arrington.
Good.
I want to be my own person. Obviously, I'm sure things will stick out that he did in my game, but I'm my own person, my own way, different position. I'm just trying to be the best me that I could be.
Good. And then from there on out, now we're just going to ask you Keno Arrington questions. How's that sound?
Yes, sir.
So, everyone I talked to so far, we mentioned basketball, but you're probably the only legit basketball guy, and you're probably the only football guy that doesn't talk about basketball because you're strictly focused on football.
Yes, sir.
But being that talented on the basketball floor, because you were a 1,000-point scorer, piled up in a tough basketball league, does that athleticism help you on the football field and position you play?
Yeah, it's all about, like, when we work lateral, our players, I feel like football players are more north-south guys, basketball players are east-west, so that's kind of one thing that translated super well. Good,
and which is important stuff too. So, I've had a lot of athletes come by my and if guys are playing basketball, move well on the basketball floor, they're going to move well, in any competition and stuff too. So, what does Keno like to do non-football? Non-football, what do you like to do? It could be anything.
Yeah, I'm a video game guy. Once I'm off the football field, I like to decompress, calm down, just play the game.
We have an esports team. You could be the first esports/football player,
No, I don't think Coach Reese would like that. I'm in my playbook. I don't play the game, I'm in my playbook.
That's a good answer. And if I talk to Coach Reese later, which I don't want to talk to him, by the way, but if I talk to him later, I'll have to mention that stuff to him too. What video games do you like to play then?
I like to play Madden, which is our football stuff, so I'm always working.
Okay.
I like NBA 2K because, I still am a basketball player at heart. And then that's really it, sports games.
Good.
Yeah.
And then what's your favorite NFL team?
My favorite NFL team, it's the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been with them since Josh Allen got there originally.
So you're a bandwagon guy,
No, I was original before Josh Allen was the guy we all know now.
Sure. I hear that a lot from Buffalo Bill fans, that I was a fan before Josh Allen.
I'm early.
As a Jet fan, despite our woes at quarterback, with not maybe having a starter for week one, I still like the Jets' chances in the AFCs. Just to let you know, don't hold it against me.
I don't have to. I won't have to.
What's your favorite thing to do in Scranton besides football, like besides practice or anything else? Like, all right, where do you go to? What's there to do? Anything?
Saturday, 9:30, halal truck. Every time. It's my favorite thing to do. Take a group of guys, go to the halal food truck in the middle of Scranton.
Okay.
Perfect.
Every time. Perfect. A great way, right?
Every time.
How excited are you about the start of this season?
I'm super ecstatic, because we had a great group of guys in the spring, brought them over to the fall. We got some new pieces, and it's going to be amazing. We're ready to see someone else.
Yeah,
that's what we're
exactly.
Ready to do.
So, first this week upcoming now is you're preparing for your opener, right? So, what have you done practice-wise all camp to get ready for this week of preparation for game one?
Our big focus was being physical, and this is speaking for the defense. We want to be sure tacklers. We don't want to make crazy hits. We don't want to make soft hits. We want to be sure tacklers. By doing that, we're going to make sure to keep the score at 0. That's what our goal is.
Good, and that's always the goal for Falcon defense, to keep the score at 0. I heard there was a little dust up at practice the other day. Were you involved in that at all, or were you just on the side just watching?
It's passionate, Coach. I don't pay attention to that. It happens so quick. But everybody was taken care of, everybody was protected. I just know the final outcome. I don't know during.
Keno, thanks for joining us. Make sure you check out Keno Arrington, all our Falcons here at Scranton Memorial Stadium for how many home games we got? 5, I think? 5 home games. So you can spend a lot of time on this field. All right, we'll be back. Falcon Media Day. Take flight.